Okay, so a little update. I made another video and got rid of it because I'm like whining. Although I actually think that I had some good points in that. I was very stressed about basically adulting. Because my car, the point of buying a beater, it's not a beater, it looked okay, but an older car that's fully paid for is that if something comes up, then you're not like freaked out about I must have this thing fixed. Not worth even trying, as far as I'm concerned. Just because it would take so much time to get it repaired. So, do you see my guys? I'm actually not going up there. I hope they don't keep following me. Actually, if they do, it's fine. They've come down here before. Anyway, so, I had to get a new car. And I was like, okay, just relax. I can take my time to do this. I actually did it like first thing Monday and found a car. Car's playing chicken with my cats back there. That's always fun. Anyway, I haven't picked it up yet because, frankly, I felt like garbage. And I don't have any need for it at the moment. Yeah, I did that. And I also did track down where the old car is because I have to deal with that too. And I talked to them and they're like, yeah, we'll take care of it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, they need to get the title and all that nifty stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, don't have my car right now. Can you wait? And they're cool with me waiting until the end of this week. So, but that was 2 off the list. And these were super stressful things that I had to do. So, when you're in this type of situation, and you've got like things that are way out of the ordinary that you have to deal with, and I've had quite a few of them. I unfortunately, in the last 2 years, have become an expert. No cats are following. That's good. I have no idea what is going on with all these cars. Grand Central Station down here. If there's anything that you can do to sort of check off the littler things on the list. They're beeping at my cats that are sitting in a row waiting for me to come back. Anyway, do those. So what I did, knowing that I had this, and I was just stressed about, oh my goodness, am I going to get a car? When am I going to get a car? Blah, blah, blah. And of course, I was in quarantine in March, and then we had lockdown and everything else. For the first time, I decided, since this year, to use a grocery delivery service, because then it's like one thing that's off my list that I don't have to stress about, because that's like really a non-issue. That's like as most basic as you can come by, as opposed to, oh, car accident, get a new car, deal with the old car. Those are like, there's a lot of things you have to deal with when that happens. Deal with the insurance company, all this other crap. So first of all, it does take like this little niggling sort of, I don't know how you would put it, sort of like a casual stress. I don't know. Just like average, nothing, low level background stress. That's what I'm trying to say. We have Christmas lights. I kind of like that. Anyway, so one, it gets rid of that so that your total stress level is going down. Even if you knock out little teeny things, it does make a difference. The other thing is when you actually do something, this is twofold good things for you. You do get a sense of achievement of being able to check something off the list, even if it's like really basic. Plus also, if you start with something easy, it sort of like gets you into a momentum thing and you can keep going. So that's what have I done? Turned on the light. Let's turn it off again. That's my recommendation. Yeah, so I did do that. So I have done some of the adulting things. And then next comes the next pain in the ass adulting thing. I'm like annoyed. Very annoyed. Completely, utterly separate. I've had an issue that I had physical therapy for, and I had it before all this craziness happened. So I was having it in like January and February, and actually, that's where I picked up the coronavirus, was at my physical therapy. Anyway, feeling like I've been feeling, I mean, it's still very, very painful. Very painful. These bruises are extreme. I mean, it's not, I didn't break anything. I'm out here walking around. I can breathe, but they're still painful. So going to physical therapy, where I'm going to basically get the equivalent of a deep tissue massage, I was like, yeah, maybe I need to see what they say about that. Maybe I need to reschedule that. Well, yeah. Another block. This is actually one of the things, like, I don't even want to think about this. Like, oh, you come on, you got to be kidding. I'm having some difficulty sort of thinking of words. I'm thinking of the correct words. And I did have a really bad concussion a few years ago, and this is nothing like that at all. But my physical therapist, is worried that I might have a bloody concussion, and which I'm like, who cares? It's nothing like that was. I'm aware that there's a little issue here. But the other issue that she has, which is kind of like a little bit makes sense, is she's worried with the bruising that I might have injured my ribs, and if I get pushed on, that she might break my ribs. And I'm like, okay, well, that's gross. That's a possibility, I guess. And so I'm required to go to a doctor and get it signed off. And actually, she said if I had like a telephone or, an online doctor's visit, she would say it was okay. Well, I called my doctor and they're like, oh yeah, you need to come in. And I'm like, I don't have a car. So I will be going to the doctor on Friday, where I suspect they're going to say that I have maybe a very, very mild concussion and a lot of bruising, and that's it. And then I get signed off and can go to PT. But it's a big pain in the ass, so it's just another thing on my list. Oh, well. Yeah, so that's the update. I did to my, I'm sort of like whatever at this point. I'm not getting any more big bruises anyway. and they're starting to turn color. And I don't understand why there's all these cars up here. The street is supposed to be pretty quiet and slow. I don't know. It's Tuesday, right? What the hell? Maybe there's a curfew coming up or something and people are trying to get home. So anyway, you know what? I might just keep yapping with this little thing because I live by a river and I can, well, there's nothing to see. It's night. It's black. Duh. Anyway, there's a river right there, so that's why I'm like, let me show you the river. Yeah. So this is very annoying. The issues with the avoidance is, of course, I am alone, and I don't, it's just the same as when it first happened, and the cops were like, have you called somebody? Have you called somebody? I'm like, I don't have anybody to call. Fact, I don't have anybody to call. And that was a pain in the ass because there were, I was out in the sticks and there were no taxis available either. So that was like, ugh. Well, it's the same thing. That would be an issue. This is a problem when you're completely alone, is the health issues that could be a problem. I sound like an idiot. I know I sound like an idiot. I think it's worse than normal. I know I don't sound like the most perfectly articulate, thought out person when I make these videos, but I think I sound worse than normal. And I'm sorry. I don't know. So that's a reason to try to keep connections going. And I think that most people with avoidance do have more connections than I do in some way. They get somebody they can call. I have been avoiding my son, which is a good thing. I did answer his phone once because he's calling me to find out what's going on, and he was giving me an update about trying to move into a new apartment, telling me about how he filled out the application wrong, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Couldn't care less about my injury. His one concern is that, am I going to have enough cash to set his apartment up and buy him furniture and stuff. And then I basically got the phone. Okay, here is my river. It's not very big. I don't think you can see much of it. Let me see if I put a light on. You can see anything at all. No, you can't see anything at all. That over there is the mill that I break into that has all the graffiti. This is the dam that actually turns the pistons? No, that's not the word. Maybe. The big wheels that make the electricity and make them able to use the mill to manufacture things. Anyway, this more recently looking building, I'm sure you can't see it at all. Let me see if I can. I don't think you can see it, but you can kind of see that it's a brick wall, and it's got 70s architecture. That building is still in use and is actually making electricity that they're selling. So can't see much of anything, but this is the other side of them, and this is the little river. And I'm gonna end this, and this is my update for now. Bye.